What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about SwiftCoin at the request of Off-Road Adventures Northwest 69 number 2. It's like passion with somebody watching is what that reminds me of. SwiftCoin here at about 1.9 cents. You've got a flat base. You're asking me what it's going to do tonight. Here's what it's going to do tonight. Are you ready? That's what we're going to do. Right? I mean, that's likely what you're going to do. That's what you've done basically. You've just moved sideways. Of course, you could drop anytime that you have descending highs with a flat base. That is a descending triangle and could lead to a breakout to the downside. Now, if you were to break out to the downside, relative to this pattern here, sorry, from a low to a high, the breakout move would take you down probably down to about 1.5 cents, just below 1.5 cents. And this is an area that we've been prepared for, not necessarily expecting, maybe at times expecting. I've thrown that target on there, taken it off, but it's always been something that we've addressed as a possibility. My thoughts are, it kind of like Onyx coin, it seems too obvious. It seems way too obvious to me that we're going to go down. And that might seem a bit silly. It's like, well, if it seems obvious we're going to go down, then why don't you just call for it to go down? It's because it seems obvious, damn it. We've got higher lows here in the RSI. You've rejected the 50 so many times. You rejected the 60. You have all the reasons to go lower, but you keep finding support at the 40. You've broken out of your downtrend recently in the 4-hour. To me, just looking at the 4-hour RSI without any price involved, I would be inclined to believe that you move up from here. And if that's what I'm seeing on the 4-hour, what would that do to the price? I mean, it would move it up, obviously. Right? And I'm not saying that just because you move up from here, that doesn't mean you can't go lower. You could. Don't celebrate just because you get up here. In fact, let's talk about when you can celebrate before we go on with this, right? From a high here to a low, celebrate when, man, I'm surprised you didn't go to your 382. That's great. That's even more reason to believe, but it could happen. Celebrate whenever you get above 2.6 cents, okay? Really probably celebrate when you get above 3.26 cents, but 2.6 cents would be enough to validate, in my opinion, that you are progressing higher. Okay, you can go above 2.6 cents, come back down all the way down to 2.2 cents, you're fine. It's very productive and normal to hit your 382, find resistance there, come back to your 236, and then continue to grow, okay? But once you are solidified and definitely above the 382, sustaining prices above the 382, that would convince me that not only is this low the low, that you're not going lower, but that you're soon to be going higher and above these highs here, okay? So if you get above 2.6 cents, that's when it's time to get excited. Not up to 2.2 cents. I know you're at 1.89 cents now. Any upside will be exciting, but you want validation. You don't want a moment of excitement to just come and go like a fart in the wind, right? The 4-hour RSI to me looks like it wants to go up, so I'm going to stick with that. I think you do. 1-hour RSI looks bad. The 1-hour looks bad. You are finding support at the 40. It looks bad for the most part, but it looks good, kind of relatively speaking. I don't know. What about the 15-minute? And also very volatile. It looks better than it looks worse, but not a whole lot going off of that. So I'm going to stick with the 4-hour look, maybe even the daily look. What about the 3-day time frame? They would all allow for a little bit of price to the downside. They all would. And the price itself would allow for it too, but I just don't think it's going to happen. And at the risk of me being wrong, at the cost of my own pride, I don't think this thing goes lower, you guys. I really don't. From a low to a high, you've held your 382, you've gone below it. You've got all the reasons, man. You've literally had all the reasons to go lower, and you just don't do it. That generally makes me think that you would go lower or go higher, right? Just like up here. You're getting overbought. You're in your overbought zone on the 4-hour basis. You are staying and maintaining readings above the 60, but you're not getting overbought. You have all the reasons to go up, but you're just not doing it. You keep consolidating here, and you've got the flat top, right, with the ascending lows. You got the flat top with the ascending lows. You had all the reasons to go up, but you didn't. You reversed, right? And it's not as pronounced as this. It's not as big as this, but I don't know. Flat tops, that's a triple top, sure, but higher lows, I would have thought that you would go to the upside, right? The statistics would be to the upside, but you went down and said You went down instead. Why can't I talk tonight, man? What the hell is wrong with me? I got good sleep and everything. I don't know. I think you're going to find support here. So I'm going to stop saying that. I'm going to stop walking around in circles and just looking at this thing. If you go lower, the price that I would think that you go to would be from a low to a high here. I would think you would go to anything from 1.27 cents to 1.63 cents. And likely you'd find support at 1.63 cents. But, I mean, you have no price. Let's see. Hold on. You have no price action there. Okay, a little bit. Yeah. Okay, yeah, a little bit. 1.63 cents I think would be a fine area to find support if you were to go lower. 1.27 would be the lowest. I don't think you do that, mainly because you are in a bit of a bull cycle rally right now. And not saying that it can't happen, but a 73% drop seems a bit intense for a bull cycle rally. You know, even this drop that you've had so far is rather intense, but this is pretty normal for altcoins, right? You can see these 50%, 60%, even 65% drops. You start getting to 70% or lower. It's not impossible. It happens, but it's less common. At any rate, though, that would be your golden ratio to find support, and it would likely indicate that you're ready to move up higher and see a nice pump, right? If I'll tell you what, man, if SwiftCoin goes to a cent or 1.3 cents or somewhere in that area, the only thing I'll be thinking about doing is buying some, right? I wouldn't think it's a bad thing. Just an area to accumulate. But I don't think I'm the only one who would want to buy at these prices, so I don't think it's going to come. If it goes lower, 1.637 cents, I feel very comfortable that you'll find support there. But if I had to make a call, and this is the second one tonight, like XCN, right? At the risk of being wrong here, putting my pride on the line, I think you're going to move up. We're looking death in the face right now, and I think we're going to spit in death's face, genuinely. I think that we're going to move up from here. I got nothing else for you. Hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Time will tell. We get above 2.6 cents, validating. We get above, 3.6 cents? 3.26 cents, it's on to the upside, man. 6 cents, 8.4 cents, 16 cents, all of these targets, even 22 cents, are possible targets by the end of March. If we drop down here, they're still happening, okay? So don't worry about the short term. Get ready for the long term, the midterm even. It's happening very soon. It's higher prices. Likely you're going to go above 10 cents, but I think at least something in this zone. Probably, if I had to guess a true minimum for this thing, I would think something around 8.5 cents would be the minimum. The true maximum is 22 cents, but what I'm expecting is something between 16 to 11 cents by the end of March, okay? I got nothing else for you. Hit the like button, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Take it easy. Bye-bye.